Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Late Saturday, the threat of a federal government shutdown was suddenly lifted as President Joe Biden signed a temporary funding bill to keep agencies open. The president was able to sign the temporary bill with little time to spare after Congress rushed to approve it. The package would give aid to Ukraine and increase federal disaster assistance by $16 million. The bill will fund the government only until November 17th. The outcome ends the threat of a shutdown for now, but the reprieve may be short-lived, as Congress will again need to fund the government in the coming weeks. Get ready to not freak out. On Wednesday, October 4th at 2:20 p.m., every TV, radio, and cell phone in the United States should blare out the distinctive and jarring emergency alert. The alert coming on Wednesday is a test and only a test. The trial is called the Nationwide Emergency Alert Test and dates back all the way to the Cold War in the 1950s. The test is in place to make sure that if something really disastrous happens, Americans can be warned quickly. It's being conducted with the participation of radio and television broadcasters, cable systems, satellite radio companies, and cell phone networks. The message will be heard and seen pretty much everywhere, and the noise will be similar to that of an Amber Alert or other warnings issued by the National Weather Service. Federal safety regulators have sent out a warning urging parents to stop using the 5-in-1 rocker bassinets because the infant products pose suffocation, strangulation, and fall hazards. The Consumer Product Safety Commission said in a news release last week that the bassinets do not meet federal safety standards for baby products and lack the required labeling and instructions. The made-in-China bassinets were imported by Missouri-based Rev Grace Import, which is not cooperating with the agency and is not offering a remedy for customers, according to federal authorities. They advise that people who own the bassinets take them apart and throw out the pieces. The bassinets were sold online at Walmart.com and other websites. For more information on which bassinets are on the warning list, head to cpsc.gov. California Senator Dianne Feinstein died at the age of 90 last week. Announced by her Chief of Staff, James Sauls, the statement said she died at her Washington, D.C. home last Thursday night. She had been a U.S. Senator for more than 3 decades, was the longest-serving woman in the Senate, as well as the longest-serving senator from California. Feinstein was a woman of many firsts, including being the first woman to chair the Senate Rules and Administration Committee and the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence. Feinstein was absent from the Senate for about 3 months earlier this year because of a difficult bout with shingles. A few days later, her office said that her health issues were more serious than had been previously disclosed. The Democrat was suffering from swelling of the brain and a condition known as Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. President Biden proclaimed that flags would fly at half-staff at all public buildings, military posts, and naval stations as a mark of respect for Feinstein. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 17 people in Massachusetts and almost 900 people nationwide have come down with the mosquito-borne dengue fever this year. The relatively rare dengue fever has been more common this year than the more well-known mosquito threats of West Nile virus and Triple E. Cases have climbed in the past few years as a result of hotter, more humid conditions that allow mosquitoes to thrive. This year, 44 states have reported cases of dengue fever. Florida has the most with 226 cases, and New York has the second highest case rate with 74. Health officials have warned residents to take precautions by avoiding peak mosquito hours at dawn and dusk, wearing repellent with DEET, and getting rid of standing water. For more information on symptoms and prevention, head to cdc.gov. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Did you know your teenager's brain is more likely to get addicted to nicotine than yours? The tobacco and vaping industries do. They target teens with their products and try to cover up the fact that there's nicotine in them. Talk with your kids about the real dangers of vaping.
Welcome back. A Braintree teenager is now in stable condition after suffering serious injuries from being hit by a car early Sunday morning. The accident happened at approximately 1:30 a.m. on Washington Street by Milton Road. The teenage girl was transported to the hospital where she is being treated for serious injuries. The full extent of the injuries wasn't immediately known by police. Braintree police did confirm the driver remained on the scene after the crash, and an investigation is open and ongoing. There were no signs of impairment on the operator. School committee and town council seats are up for grabs in Braintree. In the mayor's race, Charles Kokoris is running for his second term, and former planning board chair Aaron Joyce is challenging for his place. With 3 school committee members not seeking re-election, Kelly Cobblemere, Thomas Devon, and Carla Saros, the 4 newcomers looking to fill those seats are Joseph Fogarty, Rachel Horak, Christopher Peters, and Justin Rollo. Then the only town council seat up for grabs is District 6. Mark Doucette is being challenged by former Norwell Town Administrator and Chief of Staff to former Mayor Joseph Sullivan, Peter Morin. In District 4, Town Councillor Stephen O'Brien is stepping down, where Anne-Marie Quilty is planning to take his seat unopposed. The North Braintree Civic Association is sponsoring a candidates night at 7 p.m. on October 12th in the Cahill Auditorium of the Town Hall for those seeking a seat in the town election. The public is welcome to attend. Braintree voters will need to register to vote by Saturday, October 28th at 5 p.m. and you can register to vote online at braintreema.gov. You can see this debate on October 12th and other similar debates scheduled for October 25th live on BCAM TV, Comcast Channel 8, Verizon Channel 26, and on our YouTube channel. Mayor Charles Kokoris proudly announced the appointment of multiple police personnel last week. Some of the appointments included Detective Lieutenant Michael Moschella to the rank of Deputy Police Chief, Sergeant Brian Cahoon to the rank of Lieutenant, and Detective James Peters to the rank of Sergeant. Braintree Police Chief Tim Cahoon said in a statement, quote, "Today we celebrate the dedication, commitment, and longtime service of these officers as they rise to new ranks. It's vital for the organization that we continue to tap into the wealth of experience, leadership, and accountability found within our ranks. Each of these leaders will assist us in fostering growth and development in our police department for many years to come." End quote. The Eras Tour movie comes to theaters across the country this month, including a half dozen on the South Shore. Since pre-sales of the Swift concert on the big screen have been so popular, at least one theater will be offering midnight showings. AMC Braintree 10 will be allowed to show the 2-hour and 40-minute film at midnight and 12:30 a.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from October 13th through November 5th. The theater's general manager, who petitioned the Braintree Board of License Commissioners for approval of these extended hours, said several showings are already sold out. The ticket prices are $19.89 for adults and $13.13 for seniors and children ages 2 to 12 years old, excluding fees. These prices are set in honor of Taylor's birth year of 1989 and her lucky number 13. Braintree native Diane Panarelli Miller is an award-winning plain painter of color and light. As a fine artist, she has been exhibited nationally and internationally. In a personal showing, Miller will showcase paintings of locations from Boston to Cape Cod in her signature style. Through October 7th, you can see her works of art at the James Library and Center for the Arts in Norwell. The Mayor's Office has lined up a number of autumn activities for 2023 in partnership with the Braintree Recreation Department. A few coming up include a block party on Sunday, October 15th from noon to 3 p.m. The Mayor will be hosting the block party at Watson Park. Free hamburgers and hot dogs will be provided, and there will be free games and entertainment. Then on Friday, October 20th at 7 p.m., the Mayor and Recreation Department, in partnership with the Braintree Municipal Golf Course, will be hosting a Halloween movie night at the golf course at 101 Jefferson Street. This year's spooky movie will be The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is a free event and concessions will be available for purchase at the golf course's Link Cafe. The rain date for this event is Friday, October 27th. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Hi, I'm State Representative Bruce Ayers, and I'd like to introduce you to the Helping Hand program. With rising healthcare costs, all too often we hear stories about our seniors, veterans, and neighbors who may not have the proper insurance coverage they need for durable medical equipment. These individuals may be living on a fixed income and may not have the financial resources necessary to cover the cost of the equipment they need. We have a solution. The Helping Hand program provides free, durable medical equipment to residents in need. Items such as wheelchairs, walkers, crutches, canes, commodes, tub seats, and hospital beds are available through the program. We receive donations of lightly used equipment and store them at our facility in North Quincy. If you're in need of any of these items, you can pick them up free of charge and return them after any length of time.
My scooters improve my mobility and independence. Thanks to Helping Hand, I can go to the store, visit the boardwalk, and do so much more.
Helping Hand is a great resource for people who don't have insurance coverage.
The Helping Hand program is successful thanks to the generosity of people who have donated durable medical equipment to our inventory. For more information about the program or to fill out an equipment request form, visit our website or call 617-472-9877. If you know someone in need of these items, we're always available to lend a helping hand.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. In a crushing blow to Red Sox Nation, former pitcher Tim Wakefield has died at the age of 57. The Red Sox announced his death in a statement on Sunday that read, quote, "Wake embodied true goodness, a devoted husband, father, and teammate, beloved broadcaster, and the ultimate community leader. He gave so much to the game and all of Red Sox Nation," end quote. The former pitcher was diagnosed with brain cancer, according to his former teammate Curt Schilling, who disclosed the illness on his podcast last week without Wakefield's consent. The Red Sox confirmed an illness but did not elaborate, saying Wakefield requested privacy. Many of Wakefield's teammates, friends, family, and fans have taken to social media to show their love, support, and favorite memories. He is survived by his wife Stacy, who is also battling cancer, and their children Trevor and Brianna. Shannon O'Brien, the suspended chair of the state's Cannabis Control Commission, has sued State Treasurer Deb Goldberg, saying she was wrongfully removed from her position. In her lawsuit, O'Brien claimed Goldberg doesn't have the authority to suspend her and hasn't shown any justification. O'Brien also claimed there's a history of commission members making up allegations to get others removed. O'Brien was suspended 2 weeks ago for what was described as several serious allegations made about the chair's behavior. Goldberg has not issued a statement on the lawsuit. In some welcoming news for those who drive electric vehicles in the Commonwealth, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation has struck a deal to install new electric vehicle charging stations along the Massachusetts Turnpike. Guardian Energy Management Solutions won the $341,000 contract to replace and maintain the new EV chargers. The stations were out of service along Massachusetts Turnpike because the contract with the previous provider had expired. The replacement work will take up to 8 weeks to complete, but there is no announced start date yet. Aerosmith announced last Friday they have postponed the 2023 dates of their Farewell Peace Out tour, including a New Year's Eve show scheduled for the TD Garden in Boston. Lead singer Steven Tyler cited ongoing concerns about his vocal cord injury as the reason. The band, in a statement on social media, said, quote, "Unfortunately, Steven's vocal injury is more serious than initially thought. His doctor has confirmed that in addition to the damage to his vocal cords, he fractured his larynx, which requires ongoing care," end quote. The band said the currently scheduled tour dates will be postponed until 2024. Get ready to pay a little more for your favorite Samoas, Thin Mints, and peanut butter patties. In an extension of the ongoing effect of inflation, Girl Scout cookie prices are going up in Massachusetts, as well as other parts of the country. According to the Girl Scouts of Eastern Massachusetts, starting on November 20th, the cost of a package of cookies is increasing to $6 in the Boston area. The last time Girl Scout cookie prices went up in the area was in 2015. Some cookies like s'mores and Toffee-tastic were already priced at $6, but now the higher price will apply to other cookies that the troops sell, including the more classic varieties. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Halloween is almost here, and that means it's time to bust out your favorite fluffy blanket and turn on a spooky film. In honor of spooky season, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First up in entertainment, Corpse Bride focuses on Victor, a groom arranged to be married to a woman named Victoria, but clumsily finds himself in the forest on the day of his wedding. In the forest, he finds Emily, a corpse bride who claims she is Victor's wife. The film stars Johnny Depp and is directed by Tim Burton. You can watch Corpse Bride now on Amazon Prime. Next up in entertainment, Coraline focuses on a girl who discovers a secret door after exploring her new home. Behind the door lies an alternate world that closely mirrors her own, but in many ways is better. She rejoices in her discovery until her parallel family tries to keep her there forever. Coraline must use all her resources and bravery to make it back to her own family and life. You can watch Coraline now on Hulu. Finally, in entertainment, The Craft focuses on Sarah, who after transferring to a new high school finds that her telekinetic gift appeals to a group of 3 wannabe witches, who happen to be seeking a 4th member for their rituals. Their troubled backgrounds combined with developing powers leads to dangerous consequences. The film stars Robin Tunney and Fairuza Balk. You can watch The Craft now on Hulu. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.